Okay, guys, let's start the forum. Welcome everyone for being here one more day. The year 2011 is coming to the end pretty soon. So I believe in 3 days. So technically, what's going to happen? I told you guys that I'm going to remind you guys every day, and I'm going to do it, that the US dollar is coming to the possible end of a cycle. We told everyone on Monday technically, after that day, that we believe that most US dollar strength is going to happen. Now, we didn't know, to be honest with you, exactly what was the path. I mean, we've been playing different counts, and eventually the one that took place is the one that was calling for the minimum index. I know it hasn't made it, I know, but it's gonna make it sooner or later. Either I'm gonna present to you guys the scenarios, but the euro did. So technically speaking, we know that a new high is gonna happen about, most likely, about this scenario. Now, this is the US dollar on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, and the US dollar is calling the most important things, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. After 5 comes 3. Remember that. After 5, most of the times comes a 3. It can be the alternative or the principal, whatever. A, B, C, W, S, A, B, and C, Y, and it comes the correction. Now, another alternative is that what we're ending here is A, and then this correction, it won't be that big. It's going to be a little small correction compared to the other one, and then it's going to make another high, 280, 289, or that this A wave can be already in place, and we can be correcting in B. But no matter what it is, there won't be no crash. No, this is it's a delay chart. That's why you see it there, like that. No matter what it is, there won't be no crash. I can put my money here from current levels. I mean, I don't see it happening. So technically speaking, either in this scenario, which is the most bullish, or in this scenario, less bullish, or this scenario, which is the less bullish, which is that this bid is right here. No matter which one of the 3 scenarios on the dollar, there will be a big correction on the dollar. No matter which one of the 3 it is. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. So don't follow those news outlets or anything. That do not matter. The crash or whatever the dollar move is gonna happen sooner or later, but it's gonna happen after this move. No, the crash means that there's gonna be a crash in the global market. That's what I mean with that. So technically speaking, when that crash in the global market happens, what's gonna happen is that the dollar is gonna go higher. But this move in the dollar won't happen until one of these 3 scenarios ended and happens, and then after is when the move is gonna take place. Any question about it? I want you guys to be clear about it. I mean, that's my job. I mean, I'm very happy I don't remember who was the client. It's not in the forum that he makes a lot of picks today. He was holding the cat trade. He closed it today, and I like those scenarios. Like what I say is very simple. No matter what it is, I'm getting a move in the dollar that is showing me divergency, momentum divergency in the daily charts, and that move is calling for these three scenarios. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 backs, and then the most weighted, anticipated crash in the market. After those three, the market is going to move higher. That's one scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That being the case, you guys to take a look around 81, which is the 618 of the first three, and the 1.236 inverse Fibo of this move. That's the first one. Second scenario, that what we ended here is A in a 666R when we have A, B, C, W, S, A, and then we're going to get in that scenario, so you guys don't get confused, this is with ending A similar to this one, and then what we're going to get is a pullback, another high to 82, and then a correction, big correction in the dollar. And then that way you have this scenario. A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C to equal X that comes around 82. Let me see what it comes there. The equal X comes, to 81.90 is the equal X, is that being the case. That can be the second scenario. Third scenario, that what we ended here is A, we got the B, and then we're going to see a move in the third. So this is the path. No matter what it is, this is the path that the dollar, this is the path that the dollar is going to take. Yeah, I'm going to cover the short time frame right now. This is the path. So a move to around this support, around 76.46, you can bet on it. That's going to happen. The crash won't happen yet. It's going to take a little longer. That's my view. And I tell you the truth, I'm almost 100% sure about that. What people want is that the dollar goes skyrocketing. It won't happen yet. This is the daily chart. Forget it. You can be running the 1 hour chart, but the daily chart is very powerful. 98% of the traders are long dollar. Yeah, for me, it's 100%, DV, to be honest with you. I mean, in the way, my friend, that I know, like I say, I'm 100% sure that the move in the dollar is going to happen. 100% sure that this move is going to happen. 100% sure. Now, I don't... No. No, what I'm saying is that I know that a correction is going to happen. That's what I mean. And I'm 100% sure that from here, there won't be no move to the outside. I'd say this, with a higher degree of, with a higher degree of insurance, I say that a correction would happen in the dollar. And the market, the financial market, is going to have one more move in favor of risk before going in the other side. Now, after that correction, the dollar should become king. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings with divergence in the daily chart. Like I said to you guys on the seminar on Sunday, the indicator that I use, which is a combination of that scenario. Look, on the weekly, one more time. This is just a reminder. Look at the monthly. High, high, high. 3 highs rate in the monthly since 2008. Guess what? It needs to correct lower before the move take place. That's my view, and that's the way I look at it. Look, divergence on the weekly, on that indicator is very, very powerful. So that's for the dollar. Now, moving down to the euro, like we've been saying all week, this low is going to be broken. Technically, it broke the low now. Now, 2 scenarios on the euro. First, if the dollar is going to do one of the scenarios when we are in the B way of COY, this can become a flat and trade lower and trade higher, but at the end, lower again. Now, that's one scenario. Another scenario is this one. You got 3 ways from the highs, A, B, C, W, a S-way triangle, and you need 3 ways down to the downside to finish the whole move. Look in the euro. In the 4-hour, why do I like that scenario over the flat? Because the flat is going to break the downtrend channel. That's why I was favoring yesterday the flat to 131.20 area and then lower. Now, this move was a 3-way. This move was a 3-way, so this needs to be 3 ways, like this one was a 3, like this one was a 3. Now, the point is that maybe right here we ended A, we are B, and we are targeting 128.70.27 in 3-way. All right? Now, the low today, I believe, is the 618 of this one. No, it's the 618 of the first leg. Right there to the pit. That's the low today. That's why it's holding support right there. It's because that fever relationship. Now, I expecting, to be honest with you, a pullback and another low. And then my target for the whole move, it can be 128.23, or if you want to extend, can go as low as 129 or 9. I don't see the 125, the 126, I don't see it. You want to ask me why? I'm going to go to you now. I've been telling you guys on Monday. I'm sorry if I use Sunday because I'm used to that. I used to that. On Sunday, I was telling you guys about the dollar cap and why I knew that some dollar strength is going to take place in the market. Why? Because you have the clear structure. I mentioned you guys on Monday. The clear structure in the market was the cat and was the Aussie yen. What the cat did, 1, 2, 3, possible flow 4, and a 5. Some people can get a triangle here. And then the trough of the triangle and the strong reverse. That's going to call for 3 ways higher in the cat. Those 3 ways is telling me this is the high that on the euro today at 130.80. It's telling me that when the cat gets here, then it should reverse and trade lower in favor of the risk trade. Again, that's what I say. 128.27 is a very logical target in the euro. Now, that's the clear structure. Another one is the Aussie yen. Look, Aussie yen. Aussie yen. What do you have in the Aussie yen? What did I say to you guys on the weekly video? Say 5 ways on the Aussie yen, it comes risk off. So that's how it is, guys. We knew that risk off is going to happen this week. We don't know the short time frame, which structure is going to happen. So technically, I like this pair to go to the downside to around 77.93, and the people who trade this pair should be buying this pair against the low at 76.95. That's a good trade to the outside. Why? Because if you take a look at the Aussie yen, in the 8-hour chart, what do you guys have? Is you got 3 ways here, A, B, C, 3 backs to the 61 back, I believe it was, to the 76.4. So you need this pair to trade about this high. While you got A, where you are, B here. While you have 5 ways out of the 618 here. So where you are on the first leg higher. So what you need, a move higher in risk. This pair is well correlated with the S&P. Now, going back to the S&P, what do we say on Sunday? It's either a flat or a nest. Remember exactly what the S&P did here is so. Now, it still can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't get me wrong. I don't label it like that. Why? Because for me, I like my wave 3 to get to the 1.618. That's one of my rules. I don't label a wave 3 if it doesn't go to the 1.618 or wave 1. It's so hard from the equal legs there. So now, very simple. It's either this scenario, which is going to make the dollar move bigger, or is a nest when you have A, B, and then you have this. You have this, and the S&P is nesting to the outside. And then how is the invalidation? Below 1230, invalidate the nest. Otherwise, what you're going to get, 3 waves in the S&P and a powerful move that can take the S&P to a new highs. So I don't know if it's going to go to new highs. I don't know. I'm sure about the dollar. I don't know about the S&P. S&P maybe can go to 1340 and sold, or can go to a new high, and then this is the count. I cannot say which one is going to go, to be honest with you guys. I don't know. This can be the count in the S&P. There is nothing wrong with this count. I've been saying, you guys, no bias in trading. That count can be very possible. S&P can go to 1,500. Call me crazy. But that's very possible. I know it's going to trade higher. That's all I know. Before lower. So it can be this one or can be this one. It can be that one or the one that we have as a principle, which is this one right here. That is going to make and move to and test the highest and then the lower again. It's one or the other, in my opinion. But at the end, it's the same result, the crash that everyone wants. Either from here or higher, this is going to happen. And I'm 100% sure that that's going to happen. Because, you know why? Because I'm an Elliott guy that believes in the Elliott Wave power. And I see 5 ways here as clear as a water. So until I see this high taken, I have to say that this is going to happen sooner or later. Either from here or from 1,500. Remember, this is a wave too. Can be a flat. No, I'm sorry. Can go deep on the big wave. Doesn't matter as far as this high is holding. I'm sure that sooner or later this move is going to happen. Now, I'm not sure that it's going to happen. I see higher S&P and I see higher risk. Now, the dollar CAD, let me show you the dollar CAD in the dailies. Sorry, this is the weekly. One second. I want you guys to get the whole idea of what I'm expecting. We are expecting here. One second. Look, the dollar CAD on the dailies. Everyone is counting a triangle. Everyone wants the triangle to happen. But to be honest with you, I don't see the triangle taking place at this stage. You ask me why, I'm going to give you the reasons. I mean, it's holding the trend line. It's holding the trend lines. There is a secondary trend lines here. It went below, but it's holding the trend. Now, what happened? If you don't use market correlation, you're going to say that the triangle in place. He didn't test the trend line at the top. That doesn't matter because you can make, if you want to force it, you can make this move like this. And then you say, okay, the dollar is going to go higher. All right. It's not with me. This is a 5-way move. This is a questionable 5. This is a 3. So at my best guess, he finished 8 here, and because I'm expecting dollar weakness in a higher degree pretty soon, I believe that it's doing B here, and it is ending the first leg of the C way to do this. And then this move is going to be the dollar weakness that I'm expecting. And then it goes W, S, then the dollar CAD goes to around 97.03, and then it's going to trade higher en route to the 130. If you hold this low, then you label it as a nest. That's what I see. Short time frame, This is what I'm referring to. This is what we present on the service when we have 3 weights, 3 bags. We got 5 here or 3. This decline is questionable, but if you put it like a small time frame, you have divergency in the lows right here. There is divergency here at the lows. So it can be a 5. There is divergency there, like this one provide divergency. So if this is a 5 and this is a 5 without making a new low, you have to go with the same scenarios that you have in the AUCN, which is calling for more risk to come to break minimum this low right here. And then this is the first leg, like it's showing it right here. Guys, follow me? Now, I will advise, I got a question already there, when to buy the euro. I think it was Clifton to ask him. Don't buy risk until you see this pair at least to 103.08 or 103.52. Trace a trend line between these two highs right here and buy here, buy in this area. I mean, if you don't want to buy the cat or sell the cat, then buy the euro when the cat is around this area. You follow me? That's when you should buy the euro. Otherwise, I still believe that the euro got more downside, and the euro and the dollar have more upside. That it can be complicated, can get complicated, can be a flat. What I don't like about the flat scenario is, in the case of the euro, is that the flat in the euro is gonna break at this stage. It's gonna take the downtrend. No, this is the one that, this is wrong. This one, the flat. 1 second, guys. This is, now that I played it right here, this is what we are expecting on the euro. I knew that 129.14 is gonna create some type of bounce because it's measured, guys. This is all computer. Look, I knew that. That's what I have, that feeble level there. Now 27.62, 28.27, all those levels that are very interesting in the case of the euro. Now, what I was telling you about the euro is this. Right here, if the flat is the one that is going to play out, he needs to break the channel. And most of the time when the channel is taken, guess what? The move ended. So I would go with this scenario to prove me wrong. When he goes here and makes a move to 28.27. That's my target down on the euro. And then from there, you have, this can be called double zigzag. A, B, C, W, S, W, higher degree, A, B, C. This is a 3-way move, so you don't need 5 to the downside here. But I like 28.27 to start a recovery in the euro. On the dailies, this is how I'm playing it. That we ending the D way of the triangle when the E is coming. When the E is coming. Look, the dollar did 5 swings. The euro did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swings. This is corrective. But That's why I favor the D way. And then from there, I see a recovery, a correction to the whole move, minimum to 131, 135.90, 138, or even 141, believe it or not. And don't ask me wow. No, how? The same way that how happened here at 118. Same way. Nothing has changed in Europe compared to what happened here. And here, it bounced. They're going to make it bounce, believe me. So, still more downside, but a 10-minute move. Look at the RSI. Diverging in the daily. Guess what happened here, guys? RSI. Divergence on the daily. So, it's a warning. If you wanna sell now for 114, it's your money, guys. Sell it. I won't. I sell it. I know in the short trade of the euro because I'm in the long cap. I didn't wanna over leverage my position today because it's the end of the year. So since yesterday I'm long cap. But I think that either from 27.68, 28.27 on in extension 25.16, a huge bounce is coming in the euro. A bounce like this one is coming. I can see it. That's my advice. Anyone is entitled to decide it. Now, another pair that is showing the same path is the euro pound. And this is a repetition in some degrees, but I have to, because I know how hard it is to be in the short squeeze in a big cycle. It can take your money away. Look, coming to the end, 3 weeks, targeting 82.78. From there, a correction of this move. Look at the daily, 3-way move. The new low is going to come with divergency. The 720-hour chart look, RSI divergency here, huge divergency. Saying the pair was at 87. It's telling me that that's telling me that that's a 3-way move right there. That's what it's telling me there, that that's a 3-way move. And that a bounce is coming sooner or later. That it can go, I think it's targeting 82.78. That's what I still like more outside in the dollar. Any question, guys, about now another one before I open for question. Cable. This is cable on the dailies. We like cable to make possible a new low, and then end is the D way and the bounce coming. I mean, most likely, I don't know if it's gonna get 151, 152, but it looks like cable is doing a B-way triangle. B-way triangles, or any way that you see a triangle, that's terminal. So take a look at 53.18 as a possible target, or the 618, or this whole move that comes at 52, 151.87 area. You know, cable did what a powerful move this pair did today. So from there, I think a bounce coming. That's I cannot do this, guys. I don't know how to do it if there is no correlation on the market. Otherwise, I don't know. And my correlation is telling me, look, this is cable. This is what we were expecting. That's exactly what happened. A little higher, like I say many times. I mean, nobody knows exactly how the structure is going to play out. But I see a possible contracting triangle there. A, B, C, D, and possible E is ended, or we are in D. It's one or the other. But the power for the move, I would say, can be the case that we trading lower already, but it can make an alternative and do this, but lower at the end. So the market is very, very well correlated. Aussie, this is what I see in Aussie. Let me see, what is Aussie? Okay, this is what I see. It can go both ways. It can go A, and then we have WS, and we can make a low to below this one and go higher, or it can go that this is already, that this is B already, like we said the other day, that this is B, and then what we got right here is W, and then we got A, B, and C to the Aussie, like the Aussie yen to the Ecolex. If that being the case, then this move cannot be a phi, right? We need to wait and see. If that being the case, then this needs to become like a three-way. It's very questionable, by the way. The same with the cat. This move in the cat announcing is very questionable. But I see a higher, no matter it's from here, I see a higher. I see higher risk, guys. And I see that the move that is taking place on the dollar is terminal, in my view. I know with a higher degree of confidence that a big correction is coming in the dollar. Like we say at the beginning of September, the biggest correction that is going to happen in the dollar is going to take place, and that's exactly what happened. That was this move right here. At the end of the summer, that's what we say. The biggest correction is going to take place. I see Aussie higher on the dailies. Very simple in Aussie. Is either a bullish triangle or is a bearish small triangle here looking for 91.77 and higher. I don't know. Until 91.77 is taking place, for me, this is a wave for. Any question, guys, about any pair? That's my view. I mean, look, a pair that can be topped already in the dollar is the Singapore dollar. This pair, it looks like it has found the top already. I see 3 waves or 5, no matter, 3 or 5. And then I see A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C. And then if this is correct, which it looks like, Yeah, I'm going to cover gold now. 1 second. If this is correct and you go to the Singapore on the dailies, this is what you got. Right here. Remember, this pair did 5 ways from the lows. So maybe this pair is either doing a big flat when you got 1 and then you got A, B, and then this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and going lower to the downside. That can be the case. This is wrong here. And then you're going to get this move and complete 1 and nest, and then you're going to get a move to the 76.4 of this barrel that comes around 122 before turning higher. It's the reason why this pair have traded 3 times close to the high and hasn't broken. That's the reason. Keep in mind. Now, gold, I start to like DB count better than mine, but like the way we always operate, we don't change the count to prove you wrong. I think we're showing both of them, A, B, C, A, B, A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gold below 1530, it started to become a buy. A target for that downside right there. It goes like, you gotta see how it react around 1520. After these lows that's taking place today, you need to see it still can be a flat, and then this is the alternative count, which is pretty good. I like it, to be honest with you guys. And then this can be a flat with a big waves coming in, but lower after. So you gotta go with what you have, and then to prove you wrong. The low's coming with divergency. Let me see the short time frame what it called. I'm not in love of this part right here. So that's why the flag can be in place as easy as 1, 2, 3. The flag can be in place. The flag can be in place there. Let me say one thing. Look, this is the dailies. You see, it's calling. It's going to be a huge rebound in gold. The weekly also calling a typical setup of wave 4, and the monthly. So anybody doubt that the gold is going to rally? I tell you guys, I mean, gold is going to rally and big time to a new high. That's what my indicators tell me that. Look, weekly low, monthly getting oversold, dailies giving me divergency. So gold is a buy. Ideally 14. And now we need to know if it's going to get there. Any other pair, guys? Any other question? Now, let's take a look at the dollar. You're welcome, my friend. I'm going to switch e-signal, guys. Any question here? Let me show you the euro pound short. We incorporated yesterday the pound yen to the service. I don't know if you guys noticed. So we incorporate the pound yens. Now, let's take a look at the euro pound. I think it's doing a double zigzag, looking for 84.19 before lower again. But most important than everything is that all this move is providing a divergency. So either the loss is in place or one more low and higher. So that's my view. Now let's move on. Let's move on 1 second to the dollar. One second. Okay, this is the dollar as of right now. This is the chart from Monday, I believe. It's either, this is what I prefer, 3OW, 4OS. Now, what happens is, if it's the 3 or 4, it needs to go higher, the same with the other one. Now, no matter if it goes higher from here, or if it's gonna make this move, it's gonna go higher. Now, like I say on the euro, I would like this channel to hold. That's why in some degrees you have to favor the idea, this idea, that the S wave ended here, and then what you got is, you got A, B, C, W, then you got A, B, C, and most likely you ending A with a B and a C to come. In that case, the move ended. If it goes to the downside, then you got to play the alternative also, that this is a big A on the dailies, on the weekly, and then from there, then we're going to see a move to the downside, and that's the one that goes with 1184, 1190 on the S&P. But eventually, after, no, I'm sorry, my bad. I mean, like this, if it, I mean, it have to go like this. I mean, if it goes to 1185, is this a scenario? If this is a scenario. So I'm favoring this one because of the channel. I'll let you know, guys, know why. Because the outtrend channel is being tested here, 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 and it's being respected. So short time frame, you should see some type of US dollar weakness, but after you should see another round or strength, and then that can be it, guys. Believe me. Now, let's see the rest of the market correlation is unbelievable, guys. Look at copper. What do we say here? Risk off because 5 ways on copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, Very simple as that. After those 5 weeks, we should get a rally up in copper. Remember, I'm going to be a dollar bull, a bullish. Because I want to see copper getting to the $4 area right here. And then after, I think that is when the rally is gonna start. I think that we ended either. This is a 3-way move here, so we probably ended the first leg 1, 2 with this con in copper also, making the case for risk off. I'm sorry. Then we got oil, which, like we say on Sunday, 5 ways, risk off. That's what I see that most U.S. dollars trend is going to happen. And then that's why I see more cat weakness. It will happen. What's going to happen? Oil to 97, 96, 94, and higher. I mean, to be honest with you, guys, all I see is that the dollar is going to be strong for the next 48, probably another week. I don't know how big of the move or how fast they're going to be. And then the dollar is going to set off. And then the dollar is going to become the king of the world after that. That's my bias. That's my path, at least. We can put it like that. Any question, guys? Divi, anything that you want to say? Or James? Why? Oh my gosh. But you guys agree with what I say, right? I think it's clear, in my view at least. I think it's pretty clear that the dollar is going to be king. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know against. I think that the dollar got more outside. It's going to be choppy, like James saying there. It's going to be choppy because it's a 10-minute move. And it is correcting in nature. It can go, in the case of the euro, 128.27, 126 and change, even 125. Exactly. And then, but you see the 5 swings on the daily, James, right? With a divergence also there. That's a warning to everyone, guys. That's telling you that 72.69 is a huge, huge low for the dollar. That's all it's telling you. After, it's going to be the move that is going to take the euro to 114. It's going to make the dollar CAD to 130. That move is going to make the S&P to 450. It's going to make the oil to $25 a barrel. I can't wait for that time, for the oil trade. That's going to happen after the correction that we are expecting. That move, that's the move that we cannot miss. Nobody here. But I see it happening. I see that big move in risk off, I see it happening with a higher degree of insurance. At the same time, I see the move in risk on, and risk on being a 10-minute move, like I see the dollar being in the 10-minute move now. The following move in the risk on is also 10-minute. And then after, it's going to be a big decline in risk. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. All I know is I can read the chart. I can see gold about 12, getting to the target that I have for a while, which is 2,200 area. So those are my long-time targets, guys. I see CAD about 130. I see Aussie at 60 and 70. I see other things happening. Exactly. That's a great point. Let me show you. The dollar swings. Give me 1 second, guys. That's another one. Exactly. That's another. That's one of those trades that the long dollar switch that you're gonna enter without limit. You know how high it can go. You agree? You know. Yeah, I agree. Minimum. 1 second. Sometimes I forgot. I have that many accounts and numbers here that sometimes I forgot. This is another one, guys. And I want you, for the new traders there, that please learn to do this the correct way. And the correct way is using 3 elements: RSI, Elliott waves, FIBO levels, and most important, I put it as important as everything, market correlation. Without market correlation, you're lost in this world. Believe me, guys, when I say that. Look, this is the daily on the dollar switch. What it's showing is showing you the path, guys. It's showing you the path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5 ways angle here. Look at the RSI, guys. It can make a new high because this move is not having divergence yet. It can make a relative new high, like we mentioned on the webinar on Monday, to around 97 easily. And then from there, what's coming, Jens? 1, 2, 3. And who is the leading pair here? The dollar. The big move happened when the dollar move happened, when the Singapore move in the dollar happens, when the Norwegian dollar wins, guys. Now, you see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see the same path everywhere. A move in the dollar is coming to the end and 3 backs. Now, here, around this area, 82 is a heck of the buy, unlimited to the upside. You want to see the weekly chart, guys? Look, let me see how back again. I think that we did with this one with SAC long ago. Look, it's a 10-minute move. And look what was the high. As far as I have chart, I have charts in 1982. The high was 290. So it's very hard to see the complete chart where we are. But at least I know that from here there is 5 ways down. So you gotta say that after these 3 back, this pair minimum gonna go to 128, 126, 140 area. That's the trade. Remember, James, that I was trying to cash all this right here. That's the same trade there. And I was out 1,000 pip. And I stopped me. We only, I believe, 400, 600. But that's the same trade. Now it's right there. But I guarantee you, 3 ways back in the dollar are around the corner. Sooner or later, maybe 200 picks more, 300, but it's going to happen. It's going to take place because charts don't lie, guys. The charts do not lie. This is a huge, huge low in the dollar. Very huge low in the dollar right here. This is a low that comes, so you got an idea, guys. That's a low that comes from this high minimum, from 2000. We are correcting. That's minimum, because we don't know if this is a fifth way. If this is a fifth way, then by looking this chart together with the dollar chart, I would say, and the CAD, I would say that it's reasonable that we're gonna go to either to the previous 4 area right here, minimum. Great. 2012 should be a great year for the dollar, in my view. It can start a little weak, but after should be a great year for the dollar, in my view. Any question, guys? Guys, I want to mention something, because I say that I'm sure 100% that the 3 ways back coming here. I am, but I don't want you guys to risk your whole account taking my word. DB was telling me that, and he's right. But I think that the 3 ways back is wait for 5 ways for whatever top is found, and then risk against the high. But I'm 100% sure that this is going to happen in the dollar. But wait for 5. Don't pick. That's all I can tell you. You can sleep better now. Any other pair, guys? Any other question about anything? Look, Norwegian also showing the same structure. That's what I think. Let me show you something. I follow this pair a lot. It's very well correlated with the dollar. And guess what you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on the dailies, guys. Dailies. We're talking about daily charts. Look. This one give you divergency. This one give you divergency. This one give you divergency. Or you guys know what 3 ways of divergency. 3 peak of divergency means. So a leading diagonal there. So it makes a new high. It makes a new high here. So you gotta wait and see. It's the same scenario as the dollar. Maybe we get this and this, this and this. Or maybe we go directly here and this. But what the matters is, it's my technique. I know I'm gonna get to 4, which is higher. How do I get? I don't care. It's like I was telling DV yesterday that if I was running the phone that I was running 2 years ago, I would wait for the dollar to get weak, and I will buy in the dollar in every technical level possible. I cover myself and then higher and cover myself because you guys cannot miss this move. Because that move is going to happen. Against DV, 100% sure that the dollar is going to become king in 2012. 100% sure. Because the powerful five-way move is everywhere in favor of the dollar. So I have to go with it. And to prove me wrong, I have a bearish S&P and a bullish dollar. That's little. That's favoring the dollar all the way. Any other question, guys? Same thing here. Look. Divergency. This is on the daily. Divergency and this indicator. That's terminal. Divergency on the weekly. Now look at the monthly. 3 times has been to current levels here. This needs to go lower before going higher. That's why correction is going to happen. Now, which level I believe it's going to look for? Possible 614, like we said the other day. Any other question, guys, about any other pair? In an hour, it break the high. So bad with divergency. Look at the 4 hour. Look, any question that the dollar is going to get weak, there is the answer here. Look, divergency all over. I mean, the dollar can get more strength, don't get me wrong, but I see this move as a terminal. I've been saying that since Sunday. Okay, guys, if there is no more question, see you guys tomorrow for the final forum of the year, and then hope that we can get all those moves in 2012. All right? See you guys. Thank you.